Hi, this is Leah from Imagine DIY, and if you like me and you love a good winter wedding, this video tutorial is just for you. I've just put it together just to show you how I made this really lovely invitation and perfectly wintry with the snowflakes and the silver glitter and even this little pretty, can you see the embellishment there? So all the products are available on our website, Imagine DIY, and I'm going to show you from scratch just how easy it is to make. So we start with this snowflake laser cut invitation, and we're going to just back it with silver card or silver glitter card. So we've just taken it 1/2 centimetre shorter than the invitation on each side, and we're going to use a paper trimmer. Here's my trusty paper trimmer knife, and we're going to trim it down to 18 centimetres high by 12.2 centimetres wide. By 18 centimetres high. Right, so there's your silver backing card. I've pre-cut and pre-printed the insert just for ease, but you trim it down from pearlised white card exactly the same, and then print it using the templates available on our website. And the measurements for those are 9.25 centimetres wide by 15 centimetres high, and that just sits on top of the silver card. Also, we're going to just cut the panel now, or the front belly band. And we're just going to cut this to 3.5 centimetres wide. The trick with this is you can't actually cut off a 3.5 centimetre strip with most paper trimmers. So if I show you, I'm starting at 13 centimetres there, and I'm just going to take it down 3.5 centimetres. So 1, 2, 3.5. So I'm taking it down to 9.5 centimetres. When I trim it off, you see it's 3.5 centimetres wide, so that's just the easiest way to do it. So the next thing I'm going to do is the invitation measures 13 centimetres wide. So I'm going to cut the belly band twice that width, which will be 26 centimetres, and add on 2 centimetres. So I'm cutting it down to 28 centimetres. So I'm just trimming off the end there. There you go. I'm just going to put that to one side, and we'll use that in a minute. So on our website, you'll also see templates for the vellum belly bands. So I've printed these onto vellum paper, and if you can see, there's like a guide mark to cut along. So all we're doing there, exactly the same as we just did, but we're just following the lines. And trimming off the guide mark. And again, the other side, just cut along the black line there. And we're then just gonna, again, just take a centimetre off either side. There. So now everything is cut down to size, so we can start making it. So here's all the pieces we need. So we're going to start by sticking the backing card on. I'm going to use high-tack tape just to make the video quicker. I'm only going to put 2 pieces of high-tack tape on. But if you're making these at home, I would really strongly suggest you go around all the edges, so top, bottom and both sides, and also across the middle as well. So you're then sticking this into the centre of the invitation, and just make sure all the borders are nice and even as you do that. There you go. We're then going to do the same with the invitation panel. And again, I'm just going to stick it across 2 sides, but if you're making these at home, again, go around the outside edges and across the middle, just to make sure you get a really strong hold. You really wouldn't want them falling apart as they arrive with your guests. So we're just sticking this panel onto the center of the silver glitter card. Make sure your borders are nice and even and it's nice and straight. It's difficult to see at the angle I'm working from, but normally you'd be looking down from above. So then you're going to make your belly band. And the way we do this is just to place your glitter panel there. Place it face down. Your invitation. Also place that face down on top. And then we're just folding the band around into the middle. Now one thing you want to make sure you don't do is pull it too tight, because you need this to slide on and off. So just leave a millimetre just one side, and that will just make sure you can pull it on and off quite easily. So then we're just taking some double-sided tape, sticking it to one edge, and then pressing it into place. There. So for the vellum strip, I love vellum because you just get a little peep through. You actually need to position this in place to make sure whatever you've printed on the front sits in the centre. You then just use your fingers to fold it round to the back. So once you've got it to the back, you know it's sitting in the centre. You're then actually going to stick double-sided tape under both ends. So we're sticking it under this end and pressing it down, and then we're going to stick it under the other end and do the same. There. Okay, so now you've got your belly band finished, invitation's looking good, and we're just going to stick the embellishment on. So this is our Khaleesi snowflake embellishment. It's just got a tiny crystal in the centre. So for this, the main thing you need to make sure of is that you don't put too much glue on. So we're just going to use a glue gun and put the tiniest blob of glue on the back. And then we're just going to drop it into place. And there you go. Your invitation is looking absolutely beautiful. So why don't you give it a go? If silver isn't your thing, you can swap the glitter card, or you can even take the glitter card out completely. But it's a great winter wedding invitation. All the design guides, the layouts, the printable templates are all on our website, imaginediy.co.uk. So take a look and see what you can make.